Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
He looks that one in nicely. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He wants to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. He makes the catch. Tackle is made after the first down. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. On the run, it's Bettis. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Bridges. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick release by the QB. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Bridges. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Bridges. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Gators will hustle to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Bridges. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense in the hurry-up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Trying to pound it in. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. 2nd and goal coming up. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Aggies in the hurry-up.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. On the return, it's Bridges. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the punt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Now improvising. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Bettis. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Gators want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Fires to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They're trying to get to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. The offense in hurry-up mode. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, when you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And the Gators are marching down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The snap sets up the throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Dances away. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida, 42, Texas A&M, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to the back. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed, and the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes it on the run. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Gets rid of it. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Hauls it in at the 25.
The return brings it out to the 34. And the Texas A&M offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
42 Spider.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll bring it back. It's Bridges. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run, and he'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deacs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Running it back, it's Bridges. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff.
Florida, 56, Texas A&M.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going to the running game. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. On the move is the 30. And the defense drags him down. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
To the ground. He's got it again. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. On the ground, it's Jamison. Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets it out fast. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
56, Texas A&M 8.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, give on the inside. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation, picking up for...
He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a... About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
63, Texas A&M 8.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Wade. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the jet motion. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to blast their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida 70, Texas A&M 8.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Getting some heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will audible. Thompson wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Running toward the tape. The 30. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important.